It's probably like a pro way of doing this. This is not it. So today we have the boy with me again in this really cool Fallout hat. We're hiking a little unnamed trail that goes around the Lebanon Reservoir. It's kind of a cool area for a couple of reasons. There is a furnace, an old furnace right at the parking lot, and it's all old coal country. So there is a lot of remnants and ruins and stuff. This is all the Sharps Mountain area, like Stony Valley Rail Trail, that kind of area. I was here 2 winters ago. I'll put the link to the video up there. That was a really cool hike, except for I got to a certain part and couldn't get across the creek because the creek was frozen. So, and I wasn't about to wade through. So today we're gonna go and try to get across the little bridge. We're looking for a place specifically. We found this really cool Green Spot bottle, which Green Spot was a company out of Sinking Spring, I think it was. I think I figured out. We're gonna go back out there and see if we can find any more. It kind of looked like a trash pile. There's some stuff that was like laying there. So, but that's where we're headed today. So if you like this video, make sure you check out my other videos, like, subscribe, you know, the other stuff I do, and yeah, let's get going. Got a black rat down there. Colby just pointed out. Just kind of chilling out.
Man, he stands out like a sore thumb.
First snake of the day. Hopefully only snake of the day. Not a big snake fan. So this is one of my favorite parts about this trail, is the fact that it has like these rhododendron tunnels as you're walking through. It makes for a cool little hike. It's something a little bit different. So last time I was here, I kind of had a brain fart and was calling them hemlocks. And then I'm like, no, they're not hemlocks. They're mountain laurel. And then I realized they're not mountain laurel, they're rhododendron. So, yeah. So it's always kind of cool to like turn around and just see like a wall of green.
Yeah.
It's just a wall of green.
As long as I don't hear anything moving, we're fine. Of course, then again, if I don't hear something moving, we can also have an issue.
So, I do remember taking a film of this when it was snowing out, so it definitely does look a lot different. But it is really cool. It's a really cool kind of an effect. Look.
Reminds me of those old colonial gardens.
The tree's waving to us. It's still a really nice day. Got my first mosquito, which sucked. Literally. Get it? It sucked. Get it?
Yeah.
I think this water is foreign. It seems to be Russian. So, as you go through, you walk through, there's lots of coal around, because that was one of the many things that they used up here to, you know, power the furnaces, to make the ore, to make the metal. One of the things that we were just talking about was, it's hard to imagine what this place looked like back when production was full, because none of these trees were here. This was all bare rock. Most of Sharps Mountain was, you know, coal production. It was just like the video I made, the general, not too long ago. It was all coal production. There's no trees. So it's kind of cool how you see, if you can imagine it, the way it looked, how much it seems like it bounced back. So as you're walking along this, yeah, you're always hearing water because we're right by the creek. And it makes for a little bit of a muddy walking too. So if you come up this way after it rains, I mean, we're 2 days after it rains and it's still slightly muddy. You know, if you come out here a day after a torrential downpour, it's definitely going to be a little bit mucky.
At this section, it appears the cable always slightly slips. So it down the tree before when you were going over it.
Yeah. So that that bridge was used to try to avoid walking through all that. I mean, in reality, if you fall, you stand up.
Yeah.
Or if you feel like going across the cable bridge, you could always just wade too, especially in the summertime. It's a cool little spring, little man-made spring. No, just a couple years. There's an old like coal tilings pile right there in the back. So it's all the material they would pull out of coal mines, and they would just make these piles everywhere. So all the non-coal materials. But you can definitely tell us what it is. I mean, it definitely stands out. So you can tell something's been here a while, and like this old barrel, and the tree has enveloped it. So it's been there quite a while. There's some glass. We found this old can. Looks like it's like maybe mobile, like it's that color, like the red, white, and blue. And this Coke bottle. Can read it. I can't read it. Coca-Cola, carbonated, made with sugar, caramel color. I don't know what year it is.
I mean, I can tell you it's really old.
And then look, this looks like a Coke bottle too. It has some words on it. Trade name, something something.
Yeah, it looks just like the old. Oh, hang on. That's the lower section of the logo right there.
Oh yeah, so that's a little Coke bottle too. So if you look at the kind of the landscape behind us, I mean, you can tell it's all young growth forest. And I mean, we're standing on a mine tiling right now. The water's running out of the ground up there. So I'm thinking that this is just like a fill-in. Like there used to be a mine and they just kind of filled it in. Or maybe it was strip mining and they just, made giant piles of tilings everywhere. But it is pretty cool walking back here. And you can definitely tell where there's like service roads and little paths and stuff like up in there that they took some of the larger equipment. So, but we're finding a couple little things shoved in the dirt, a couple bottles, old bottles, mason jar, some old barrels, tires, stuff like that. Just stuff that was discarded through, the industry bolts. Yeah, pretty cool. When you're looking for history.
So this is strip mining, right? Not
so
underground or anything.
This kind of gives you an idea of just kind of like a little bit of a flashback of what kind of things looked like, because this is one of the tilings piles of all the old material that was left over after coal mining, and you can kind of see there's a couple of them over there, and there's some old bolts, an old pipe down there. And then you can definitely tell there's some mine leach there because of how red that is. So the mine was probably around here somewhere.
Yeah, a bit of WD-40 and that'll come off.
I think it's going to need a little more than WD-40.
Yeah, might as well get the industrial grade stuff.
Yeah. So we'll keep looking around. Question is, when's the last time, if you look at the lid, when is the last time 7-Up came in a bottle like that?
I'm telling, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing like early 1900s.
No.
What?
50s, 60s. Easy.
All right, I'm sorry, but the green spot was from the 30s, according to the design.
No, I think we figured it out. It was 50s or 60s. I don't know, but I'm guessing 50s or 60s.
Yeah, well.
But still, it's still really cool. Like, so when's the last time we saw 7-Up?
Comes off.
In a freaking giant bottle like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can tell this place was all mined out. Just gonna walk around a little bit here and see if we can see anything else. We're finding all like paint cans and bottles. Found an old mason jar. Actually, looks like a newer mason. I don't know if it's newer or older. But it's a mason jar. So as we're kind of looking through all this stuff back here, it's like kind of realizing that I mean, if it's the 1950s or 1960s, that's still, what did we figure out? Like 80 years? So these bottles have been sitting back here, like it's trash. It's these people, like the mining companies or whatever.
Or, I'm sorry, 70 years.
70 or 80 years.
World War II only started 75 years ago, if I'm correct.
So the mining company had all this trash that they just kind of bulldozed back there. So you got to imagine, okay, so think about it this way. So there's barrels and tires and stuff like that on big piles. And it looks like, you know, when the mines quit operation, they just bulldozed it all into giant piles. And then it sat there for 80 years, you know. I'm amazed that the bottles look as good as they do, especially like that mason jar. I don't know how old that mason jar is. That mason jar seems a little newer to me.
Yeah, I mean, it just has one chip in the rim and that's it.
Yeah, but it's kind of amazing that those bottles and stuff, you know, lasted back here hidden underneath stuff for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it's all probably 50s and 60s stuff.
But if you look at it a different way, that's why you shouldn't pollute. When you throw your stuff alongside the trail, that stuff sits there for 80, 90, 100 years. So.
Or more. Technically speaking, glass doesn't break down.
So, give a hoot, don't pollute. Am I showing my age? I think I'm showing my age for that one.
Yeah, I think you are.
So, I mean, as we're walking up the hill here, you can tell, looks like little roads, paths, probably to move machinery up and down the mountain. Big old vine. All right, so by the time this is done, it's gonna be like 5.5 miles, but it's a really cool little trail. I mean, the rhododendron tunnels are really neat. It's really neat to see a little creaky waterfall, climb across a cool little bridge. Historically, it's pretty neat because, I mean, again, this whole area was nothing but mines and mining. So there's lots of remnants of that. Found a whole bunch of really cool bottles, you know, that were trash years ago. Kind of posed the question to us, when does trash become an artifact?
Or at the very least, antique.
Yeah. So if I throw something on the roadside today, like if I have a Coke bottle thrown on the roadside, what's the dividing line? Is it 60 years, 70 years? When does it become something that's sought after instead of a piece of trash? So,
or is it based upon its rarity?
Yeah. So anyway, but thanks for going with us again. It was a pretty cool day, pretty nice day. Glad you're all come with and check me out from time to time. Glad the boy can come with and help me out from time to time. If you like this, make sure you like, subscribe, check out the notes. I always post notes for every hike that I take on my Google Sites page, which is the first thing in my show notes. That will tell you, you know, like trailheads and any kind of cool little notes about it. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. And guess I'll see you on the next one.